for Christmas. Wednesday's nice. I like Wednesday. It throws everybody out of the loop. Hello, welcome to Taekwondo Training. I'll be instructing for today's show, Bob Lemire. What we're going to do on today's show is basic, but you'd probably only use this basic technique as an advanced technique in tournaments or as you get more advanced. And you'll see what I'm saying in a couple of seconds. And what we're going to do, and this exercises that I'm going to show you today, unbelievable exercise for your whole body. It really is. It is strengthen your legs up, get your core going. Just tremendous exercise. And in the meantime, we're going to throw punches and kicks after we do these exercises and this technique. And this technique that we're going to do today, nothing harder than just ducking this way. And you say, well, what's that all about? If you practice, all right, if you're sparring and you practice this, all right, on a consistent daily basis when you train, your legs are going to get so strong. You're going to get the feel of dropping quick. And there are certain techniques, especially in tournament action, but say someone had a bat or a stick and they went swinging at your head, or someone went roundhouse to your head, and all you do is one of these drops and they go over your head. Notice the minute I go down, my hands come up. It's almost like I'm meeting them there, just in case. And especially a reverse round kick. Anybody know what a reverse round kick or a jump reverse round kick? It'll take your head off if you're standing here and you don't move and you're not out of the way. But I would always, we would practice this before tournaments and practice, because we knew that's reverse round kicks and jump reverse round kicks. Especially to the head, and nothing that you want to get hit with. It'll knock you out. So we would practice. You're in a fighting stance. Look at it. Now when you drop, see how I'm keeping my back? I'm not dropping this way. All right? You don't want to drop down this way. All right? You want to just drop down this way. And now if you do this in the mirror 10 times each side, look at it with the stances, you're going to feel your legs. And then if you do too many, the next day you're going to have a hard time walking, so start off easy. And I always say that. Very easy start off. But your hands are here. You're ready to fight. You're in that fighting stance, right? All right. The more you do this, the quicker you're going to be. Hands have to be here. I would spar with all my students and counterparts years and years for tournaments, and I'd always drop, and they'd go over my head. I loved it. Because the great thing about that is if they're doing a reverse round kick or a jump reverse round kick, you drop here and it goes over your head. Now they're kind of open. Because once that kick goes by, they've got to get their balance back. And if they jump, they got to get their balance back. But you're there, quick. All right? You're here, you're watching. The minute they land, you can hit them with the kick. So using the jump reverse round kick or reverse round kick or any kind of spin kick, great kicks, but if you're fighting someone who knows what they're doing, they're going to counter if you don't hit. I fought the great Major Battle many times, and that was his favorite kick. I knew it too, and I've got on film him throwing that kick 3 or 4 times. I went right under it. He went right over my head. If I didn't duck or didn't move back, I'm taking a knockout. I went under. As he landed, I would come in and score. So that was a beautiful kick to do, but you have to kind of connect or get ready quick. You have to have that combination right after, because if someone knows what they're doing, they're coming in hard. Now, on the other side, I've gone down like this, especially with some of my students. We spar all the time, and they throw a jump or a reverse round kick that's low. I've been hit. Even with my hands up here, it comes so much, hit me in the side of the ear, kind of ripped my ear off almost, So you got to watch it, But with any kind of block or anything, you're taking your chance either it's going to work or it's not going to work. But I always like the counterpart of that dropping. So what we're going to do is let's go over some exercises here, and then we're going to throw some punches and maybe some counter kicks. All right, so a good way to practice. Your hands are up. Your hands are already up anyway. But as you come down, all right, as I come down, I'm keeping them higher. All right? I would fight from here. I wouldn't fight from here if I'm standing up. I'd fight from here relaxed. And I always told my students, keep your fingers almost where you can touch your chin. If your hand's here, you're ready to punch, you're ready to block. All right? Your hands are down here, you deserve what you get. Your hands are up here, I don't know what that would, Somebody fights like that, good luck with you. You want to be relaxed. When you're moving around and your hands are, this is where your hands belong. You look at my elbows. They like that. All right? I don't want to see your hands down here is a little too low. Hands. Right? So now you're here. Now I bring them up a little when I'm coming down because I don't want that kick to hit the top of my head. I don't know where that kick's really going. A lot of times when somebody's throwing a reverse round kick at your head, they're aiming at your head. A lot of times you throw a reverse round kick and hit the side, you're just hitting the side of the shoulder. So they're not going to keep it low. They want to keep it kind of high to make it work. So you kind of know that. Jump reverse round kick's great because now they're jumping in the air. Now you're dropping in below and you're countering. You're coming in very quickly and countering. And all we call it, all you're going to call this is a duck. You ever watch Mike Tyson? This is how he fights. Boy, these tall guys, look at the difference between Tyson and this tall guy. Tyson's got the advantage. They got to go down after him. They got to go down after him, and he's down here, and then he comes up. Takes him right out. He always did. All right? So that's like, an example. You're in the mirror. You're here. Go down. You don't have to go down all the way, or you can't. All right? Now, notice as I'm going down, right, I'm trying to stay in my fighting stance. Right? It might be a little more wide than I'd normally do from here because I want to keep my balance. I don't want it too close where I'm off balance myself. So I'm here. I can open it up, get down. All right? Practice both sides in the mirror, or with a friend. Have your friend swing at you, or have a stick or something that's you're not going to get hurt, maybe foam stick or whatever, and swing, and you practice. A lot of times I would put a string along the either the school or wherever I was teaching. Have be the people hold the string or tie it, and then you had to go underneath. You've seen boxers, you've seen many sports athletes do that, and boy, does that get your legs, your body in shape. It's unbelievable. Great workout. And as you're coming down, your core's getting tight. People got to do sit-ups and squats and, not squats, but crunches and all that happy stuff for their stomach. Very good. You just train in Taekwondo. Half your moves, you're using your stomach muscles to get you where you want to be. And you're learning the martial arts. So it's a great way to work out. All right, so I'm here. Right? And I've done it. So you practice maybe 20 on each side when you start off. Don't do any more. I'll do 100 each, and the next day you're not walking. We don't want that. Do 20 each. The next day do maybe, first week keep it 20. Then add. Watch your legs. All your legs are getting a workout, right? Your butt's getting a workout. Your core's getting a workout. Your hands are up here. You're moving around, burning calories, right? Notice I can't say enough about these exercises. All right, so now we're here. All right. Person throws a jump reverse round kick. I come down, then I come up and throw a front round kick to maybe his opening. So he's done the kick, right? He's got to land. I went down. He went over my head. I come right up. He's got to be close to me to try to get that kick off. So when he lands, he's close enough for me to get right in there fast. With a front round kick, front snap kick, axe kick, push kick, doesn't matter. Any kick. Well, so not any kick. Some kicks you wouldn't coincide with what the positioning. You have to be in the right position. Even the back kick is good. So I'm here. I go down. The minute he turns, I come in, straight back kick to the midsection. All right? I say the midsection because as he's doing his kick, he might be up here. So you might have a nice shot here. And if he lands and you hit him quick enough, you're going to kick him off balance. He's going to fall back. You get a nice score. I used to get some good scores with people falling back on a kick. So a lot of times people want to kick you, and in the middle of this, you hit them, and now they're only on one foot, and they fall back. But that's a lot of training, a lot of tournaments, especially tournaments with great fighters. Great thing about Massachusetts, we had some great fighters. Team I had from Lawrence, one of the best. The team in Boston was out of control. These guys just went all over the country. The Kim School. And as I say, my friend Major Battle, all his friends Sid, all those guys, greatest fighters I ever seen in my life. And we would end up in tournaments together. You better be ready. You better be ready. So we would be ready. Boy, and that was 35, 40 years ago. So time flies when you're having fun, see? All right, so you practice that. Any kick you want. You stay in the mirror, all right, and do both sides, you know. Practice both sides. Come down. Bah. Right? Bah. After you throw that first kick, you get ready again because you never know they're coming back for another kick in case you miss, all right? So that's basic exercises. Dropping down, squatting down, straight up. I'm not bending. Right? I'm almost as straight as, right? So, wow. And then the more you do that, the faster you're going to get. And the stronger you're going to get. Not only just by doing this, you're going to get fast doing it. You're going to strengthen the legs. You're going to feel right here. All right? The first day you do this, and I don't care if you're in really good shape, if you haven't done them for a while, you do 20 on each side of the mirror, fast like this. Watch the soreness you're going to get right here, all right, the front of your legs, all right? Because that's what's really taking the brunt of that exercise. Also, you're down here, all right? All right, I come down, boom. I'm in the street, someone has a stick, or someone takes a wild punch at me, and I drop here, and then I come down here. Boy, I can hit him in the solar plex. I can hit him in the groin area. I got a couple openings. That, you know, that area is kind of open because they went like this, ah! All right, the wild guys. They got a stick, wah! All right, you duck, boom! You're right there. All right. That's why I say even with the kicks, keep the kicks midsection, low section. All right? When you're with your friends or at tournaments, you can't go low section. But when you're in the dire straits out in the streets and the bad guys are coming at you, all's fair in love and war. All right, what I'm saying? You do what you have to do to survive. And this is one of the most vulnerable areas, all right? Call it low section, groin area. If you're down in that area and you attack and you hit, you're going to stop your opponent if you connect. I guarantee it, all right? I don't guarantee too many things, but I know I can guarantee that. Down, boom. All right? Down. I'm keeping my good stance. I'm keeping my hands up. Now from here, look at it. Midsection or the low section, all right? Boy, that's kind of basic. So as you practice down and kick, goes down and punch, again, you're going to be ducking so many times. You do too many in the first day, you will not walk the next day right. And you're going to be like, all right? So I don't want that. I want you to enjoy this lesson here, the lessons that I give you. I don't want you to die. I want you to have a little pain. I want you to be a little sore. And if you're in really good shape and you've done a lot of stuff and everything's strong, and you do a couple of these and they're not sore, do more. Next day you wake up, there should be like a little tightness, a little soreness. 20 exercise. I always tell the story with Grandmaster Lee, and I was with him for 50 years. He'd kill us. He'd kill us for 2, 3, 4 hours sometimes. It didn't matter. We were his boys, and he'd just kill us. And I remember him asking me one day how I felt, because this was the day after a crazy workout. He says, how do you feel today? I says, good, good. You sore? I go, no. I really kind of was, but I didn't. I go, no, I'm not sore. Okay, workouts are going to get tougher. Whoops, I shouldn't have said that. And he meant it. He wouldn't tell you anything if you didn't mean it. Workouts will get tougher, and they did. You should be sore the next day, all right? Not crazy sore. You don't want to be the point, I can't walk. You don't want that. It's not good for you. But to a point where, all right, I feel that, that's good. I'll work those muscles. Now you know you're working the muscles. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to go to the gym with weights on you or anything. That's the workout right there. All right? It's like an isometric workout, static workout. All right? So that was pretty easy. You drop down, boom. You can actually drop down and come up, boom, high if you want to. All right? Drop. Notice I'm keeping my hands up here. Drop. It's almost like as I come down, I do this. Or I keep my hands right where they are, and I go below my hands. So you practice it that way. You can have knife hand blocks, or nice, strong, tight fist, outer forearm blocks, closed fist blocks. Blocking is probably one of the most important things in any martial arts. All right. You want a good offense. You want and you know a good defense, but the defense is you're blocking and then countering. Right? They can throw any kick they want if you're strong enough, and you can keep that kick from hitting your head or your body. That's what we work for. Okay, you're going to take the hit on the arm, in the hand, but this kind of heals better than your body, the rest of your body, and your head. Your head takes a while to heal if it gets a good shot. So you want to protect this thing, the computer, as I always say, right? So that the rest of the body will work, all right? Hands up, hands up. Now see how loose I try to stay? You stay and get into a stance. Practice some footwork. Practice footwork, then dropping. All right? You're in the mirror. How easy is that? You're your own opponent. Right? Do that. Right? Punch is easy. Right? And as I say, you can do any technique you want. Some follow or flow well. You know, they'll follow that drop or whatever, and some won't. The ones that don't, either you want to work or you just don't want to. There's so much technique that does flow. Right? You're here. Boom. I'm spinning at the same time. I might throw an elbow. They'd have to be pretty close. Right? But if they're on top of you like this, that's on top of you, and they're going to try to grab your head, and you come down and you spin, and you hit them with your elbow. You're going for the midsection of the groin area because you're down there. So if they're up here and when they go like this, I'm going to kill you. What they did is they gave up most of their weapons at a second to get you. Now they're coming up here, but you're down here. And now they're going to look down and try to grab you this way, but you've already done your technique because you're fast. You spin. All right? Same thing with spin back fist. All right? Spin knife hand as you're low. You're trying to stay as low, and then you're just spinning. When you spin on the balls of your feet. All right? If you're going to turn and spin, try to slide this just a little, or pick it up and go over, just so that you're now in another stance. You're in the opposite stance, going the opposite way. Okay, so from here, I spin, right? I spin, but a lot of times I've done it so much that as I'm spinning, I slide. You're spinning and you're sliding. I'm not actually lifting up. So you practice that also. The more you do it, the more your body's going to get used to it. All right? And I know I say the same things over and over. The more you do it and the more you practice, it's true. All right? You can't get fast. You can't get strong. You don't get the knowledge if you don't do something. And when you start off, that's why I keep this so basic. Because if this show started and I'm all over the place and I'm doing crazy kicks, and you're going to go, whoop, I can't do that, but goodbye. I know that. And if you can't come to a school, you don't have money for a school, or you have time for a school, your parents won't let you go to a school, doesn't matter. Put the show on, watch this, and go down drakettv.org, YouTube. You know, probably the last 200 shows I've had are on YouTube now. And it'll give you everything you need for the first year of martial arts. And if you've already done it and you want to advance, you can advance, or maybe jump into a school. This is probably the last show of this year, 2024. I think in 2025, I'm going to ramp it up a little. So any of you who watched my show, the past, and like I said, 35 years I've been doing this show. If you've been watching the show and it's basic, I'm going to try to ramp it up to a little more advanced every other show. All right? So I'll stay with the basic, and I'll tell you what I'm doing for the next show. As I first show in January of 2025, I'm going to work on spin kicks, reverse round kicks and spin back kick and stuff. And that's a little more on your advanced side, all right? Everything else I do is your first couple of months, get those legs up, get those front kicks. Once you start spinning, now you're taking your eyes off your opponent for a second, all right? And I want to teach you how to regroup your body and regroup your balance, okay? So this was an easy show to do, but it's so valuable, all right? And if you're looking in your advanced or you just watch the show, put it on and say, oh, that's easy, jump, big deal, do it yourself. 20 times each side. Go really low and then come up. And you feel your legs that day or the next day, all right? Beautiful exercise, and it's good for the whole body, all right? So remember, hands stay up, all right? Review, hands stay up. Hands stay up. You can punch, right? You can block. You can attack with your hands. You can block, come down, throw a front round kick as you come up very quickly. So as they do their techniques, say they had a stick and they went. As they're here, they missed you. You've ducked. You're up now. They're over here with the stick and you're hitting them here. Right? You're hitting them on the opposite side or whatever, but they're off balance. Always use the balance of your opponent to help you. And anyone who really never trained in martial arts, their balance might be iffy, all right, after they throw a punch or whatever. Your balance, one of the most important things to do after you throw any kind of technique is be ready for the next move. And that would be a million moves. Be ready for the next move, always, so that you're always in perfect balance, all right, ready for the next one. And the more you practice these kicks, there's always a kick. After you end up a kick, there's always another kick that's just ready to go, like a spin back kick, front snap kick, all right, reverse round kick. And what you do is you flow. You get your body flowing. And I'm not saying it's like ballet, but it's like ballet. You're just looking, and it's nice and comfortable, and with strong power, all right? And as I say, as you come down here and do this kind of workout and then follow through, you're going to strengthen them legs. In 1 month, you'll double, triple. The leg strength is going to be unbelievable, all right? And I'm talking your thighs are going to get a good workout. Your thighs take a beating on this type of exercise. But that's where your strength is, all right? That's where your strength is. That's where you're chambering. That's where you're throwing your kicks. You're keeping your balance, all right? And also your core. We're always trying to keep this baby from being way out. Once your stomach comes way out, it throws everything off. And I'm not just saying Taekwondo. It throws your balance off. It throws your health off. So you have to keep that, you know, and I know it's hard to constantly keep, balancing a good diet, I guess, whatever you want to call it. And, you know, you get a little bulge. Work on it. Work on it. And if you have a big one, really work on it. And if you start doing some exercises like this, you're going to kill calories. You're going to burn them guys right up. You're going to tense the muscles in the core. So even though there's a lot of food in there, or whatever, you got a big stomach, you can tighten the outside muscles to help you, all right? You still could be big, but you could have a tight stomach, all right? You can start working those muscles. The more you do, the tighter it gets. That means the more calories you're burning, all right? So all you got to do when this show's over, go in the mirror and just put your hands up, get into your fighting stance. If you don't know the fighting stance, however you walk, and stay in that stance right there. Shoulder width apart, very loose, right? And just give, you know, if this is as far as you can go, then go that far. If you want to go really low, go really low. Go as low as you can. Watch out for your knees too. If you're going really, really low and your knees start getting really sore, then you're putting too much tension on your knees at that point. So don't go down as far. All right. There's a point of pain and discomfort, and then there's a point of doing some damage, and you don't want to do the damage. You want to get them ready. All right? So before you do all this too, make sure you loosen up. Get those tendons, get those joints nice and warm and loose before you make your drastic move, because that's how you stretch muscles and tear your muscles, pull ligaments. You got to be nice and warm in the wintertime more than the summer, because the winter you're cold. All right? I hope you enjoyed this class. Half hour goes by pretty quick. You can catch these classes, this show, on drakettv.org, YouTube, Taekwondo Training, Bob Lemire, Grandmaster Bob Lemire, Taekwondo Training, all my shows. And anything, you'd have to go through them, scroll through them, because they're not marked. The shows aren't marked of what we're doing. But everything is basic for someone who's just starting. And I even throw some advanced, not as much, but so you can learn how to get to the advanced. All advanced really is, most of the time, is combinations of basic. All right? And it's like any sport. If you get the basics down, baseball, golf, football, basketball, any sport, you better have the basics, or you're going to get hurt, and your balance isn't going to be there. All right? So start off easy. Don't be in a rush. A year goes by, 2 years go by, 50 years goes by. You've been training. All right? If you can't make a school, here I am. I'm here for you. If you'd like to message me on Taekwondo Training, you can. YouTube, leave a nice message. Or if there's something you'd like to see. Also catch my podcast, USTS, the Ultimate Sports Training Show, on all the stations also. Anyone who specializes in any type of sport that would like to be on the show, let me know. Maybe I can get you on. We can talk your sport. So until next time, have fun and train hard.